Hey everyone, my name is Kevin Tang. I'm a software developer and I make iOS apps. And today I wanted to show you all my cool work setup. So this is a relatively new work setup. It's made up of a few things that weren't really available in the near past. So I'm pretty excited to be able to use this and share with you all. So this uses the MetaQuest 3. I'm in virtual reality right now in the MetaQuest 3. It's about $300 used right now. And in the MetaQuest store, there's an app called Immersed. And Immersed is an app that lets you have these virtual screens that connect to your laptop. And there's some other cool features, like I have this portal right here where I can see my laptop through. So I could use my keyboard, or I could use my phone through it, or maybe type in my password through my phone, things like that. It's a pretty cool application. But this isn't all that convenient to use through virtual reality. I find myself and a lot of people struggling to use the mouse pad and the keys in virtual reality. So here I'm using a PlayStation controller. This is a PS5 DualSense controller, and paired with an app that I created, an open source app that I created actually called ControllerKeys, we can turn any Xbox or DualSense controller into a wireless keyboard and mouse combo. So yeah, this is all being controlled through a controller right now. So here you can see a video that I showed before called Xbox Controller Map. It turns any Xbox Series XS controller, which has wireless Bluetooth and connects to your Mac, into a wireless macro pad, which can input any kind of keyboard or mouse inputs. So this started with an Xbox controller, and then later I realized that a PlayStation DualSense controller has a touchpad on it, and the touchpad works just like a mouse, like the mouse touchpad, and it's really easy to use. And it also sees 2 fingers, so it supports multi-touch. So we can zoom in and out, we can pan around with 2 fingers, and I can show you that on Twitter here. You see that? We're able to scroll. And then we're able to zoom in. So this Xbox or ControllerKeys app, it's been renamed now, ControllerKeys. It helps you map any button on your controller to a keyboard or mouse action. And then we have some special triggers, like a long hold we can map to something else, or a double tap we can map to something else. And then we also have something even more called Chord actions, where if you press 2 buttons at the same time, then you can result in a different action. See that here. And then in our app, another cool thing is the keyboard. So there's a trigger button. Here it is LT. We can hold down the trigger button to show an on-screen keyboard. And you can configure it with the websites or apps that you want, or the terminal commands or text commands. So here I can show you, we can launch something like YouTube. And you can see that browsing a website like YouTube with this controller is actually really, really smooth. So it works really well. And then I can also do things like open a terminal command. So here I just open Cloud Code, and you might say, how do you type in that? Well, I have a button mapped to a voice transcription app called VoiceInk. So can you sleep for 3 seconds? So that's how I'd do that. So I can also do things like close this window out. Can you commit it? I can do things like move the window around. So like all kinds of mappings for everything. And yeah, it's just a really, really cool way to control your computer. You could be controlling things like the terminal in VR with a controller. It just blows my mind how much control you can have with just a controller. I think you need a keyboard, but the controller, the touchpad on the PlayStation controller really makes things easy to use and intuitive to use. So, it's just really easy to just scroll around. And here's a tweet about me talking about it, if we can get to it. That's just a few days ago. So yeah, go check it out if you're looking for a solution to use a controller with use a computer with a controller like this. The app is called ControllerKeys. Go check it out. I'll put a link in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.